How do you guys feel about Solana right now and its current price? Okay. Well, that's what we're going to talk about right now because there's a lot of positive metrics right now within the Solana ecosystem. I'm going to get down into it. We're going to talk a little bit about market cap. We're going to talk about some meme coins. And then I'm going to give you guys my perspective and why I see Solana as being one of the biggest cryptos out there in the market that does have room for growth, and why it's one of the cryptos that I've held pretty much since its inception. So we're going to get down into it. I'm going to share with you guys what's going on in the markets. As always, guys, welcome back to the channel. I am Mark, and this is the Crypto Mark. I appreciate you guys all tuning in. Let's get down in it. We're going to look at the charts right now as we dive into the crypto bubbles, and you can see kind of what's going on right here, right now, as we get into the kind of the red day that we're on as we get into the weekend. And what you can see right now is something brewing, okay? Because Solana, and I'm going to put this up a little bit bigger on your screen, okay? Solana ranking at 5th now in market cap, just kind of eclipsing some huge milestones, right? As we look into the past year, 442% for a crypto in the top 10 to move up 3 spots into that top 5. That's an absolute monumental move. Now, we did get as high as $200 in the last year, but as we trade right here, right now on the weekly, you can see $172. Myself personally, I was buying Solana at $19. We called it here on the channel, and essentially using my trading indicator have been swing trading Solana up until $128. And since then, I've kind of had a wait and see approach, obviously liquidating some of my holdings. But I do believe Solana has a lot of long-term growth potential, despite its volatility. That's why it's one of the cryptos that I do kind of getting into trading more so. And that's kind of what I wanted to share with you guys because I do use Margex to do so. And if you guys don't trade on leverage, make sure you guys check out my link down below. This is something where you can learn how to trade leverage. So it is an educational platform. They do have a copy trading feature within. And right now you can see kind of what they have offering as they do airdrops from time to time, a discount with trading fees if you use my link down below. And it's something where you have to understand Margex has no KYC and it is a leverage trading. So it's very volatile. So make sure it's right for you, your financial situation, and obviously where you're located before you start trading today. And as always, guys, make sure you do your own research and due diligence. But links down below, sign up with Margex if you have not checked them out. Please check out that copy trading feature because a lot of people have been having success doing so. Okay. And as we get back into Solana on the chart, you can see kind of what I'm talking about as we enter the trading view. And I will share with you guys kind of this consolidation pattern, this volatility that we've seen as we just kind of look like we're playing ping pong with these simple moving averages. And now since basically September 24th, we have entered a very, very strong bullish move into the green as we've gotten as high as $172. And now this is kind of where we have to ask ourselves, does Solana have enough steam? Can we get some leg and get above that $200 threshold? And eclipse that mark for the first time in a long time. Okay, we'd have to go back to March 2024 where we did get as high, almost $210 on the chart. Okay. Now, I know it's not that VC time of the year where we were touching 260 for Solana, but relatively speaking, when you compare Solana to other altcoins out there in the market, for my money, Solana's been pretty much, if you've been around through that first cycle in 2021, that you could see that they have been. Solana, for my money, has really weathered the storm very well. Okay, there's been a lot of liquidity just dumped out of the market. And Solana, it did have that fall off just like everything else, but we have had a stronger resurgence. And there's probably 5 cryptos that in some form or fashion have been immune to this market, in my opinion. And that's just kind of how I view it. Okay. You look at some of the other cryptos, they're 10, 20% of all time highs. Solana, they're doing pretty well. Okay. So let's take that with a kind of let's just bank that and take that home with us as we look forward into this next leg where I do think Solana, there's a lot of people out there, a lot of analysts have some crazy $500, $1,000 Solana price predictions. And as long as these outages don't plague us once more, I think that's firmly in the cards. Not necessarily this year, not like tomorrow, but I do think that why not? Why not Solana? So that's just kind of my thoughts involving that. Please remember, they're not financial advice, but are they right for a breakout? That's the whole kind of cog in this discussion. What I wanted to talk to you guys about. And there's some catching about Solana too. Do like their logo. And it is kind of one of the, I think, more trendier names. I think it's kind of crazy out there that there's actually people, and I know a few of them, a couple of my friends that always ask me what they should do with this, what they do with that. And I don't tell them because obviously I can't give financial advice, but they always tell me that they buy cryptos based off of their name and logo. And I just think that's crazy. Buy a project for what they do and their performance. And that's pretty much how I treat it, how I view it. Okay. But right now, as we look into this ecosystem that Solana is bringing to the table, this is where we did have that huge surge, 60% since August 8th. Okay. And that's kind of where you saw the unwinding of the Japanese yen carry trade kind of trickling down into it. But Solana has outperformed Ethereum incredibly by a lot. Okay. And now we talk about some of the meme coins, and I want to touch on that a little bit. Solana meme coins are they're a great time. Okay, I've gotten wrecked on some, but we've had a lot of gains within Solana meme coins. And I want to talk about Solana more. So if you do like Solana meme coins, let me know down below in the comments. Let's fire up this algorithm. Drop a name of a crypto on that Solana blockchain that you guys enjoy trading, have had gains. I want to know what a good project is for this weekend. Okay. Also, we want to talk about these meme coins, and I do touch upon this because I cover Doge and SHIB as well. But it's kind of crazy. When we first started kind of trading crypto and the meme coins came about, you had Dogecoin, you had Shiba Inu, and a little kind of segue into the Pepe coin that we have now. But as it currently stands right here, now we have almost 10 meme coins in the top 100, a little bit more than that, I think, actually, at this current day. So it's absolutely insane. I think that's kind of what's hurting the market too, is we have a lot of dilution within different niches and sectors, right? We have crazy things, real world assets, AI, the list goes on. Gaming has kind of subsided, but it's just like kind of everything else within the markets. Very cyclical. It kind of trends and it dies and then trends and then back to square zero. Okay. But right now, I do want to touch upon Dog with Hat. I'm sure you guys, if you hold Solana, you probably own a little Dog with Hat or Bonk. But that's where we see a 2.5 and $1 billion market cap, respectively. And then Cat in a Dog World is nearing that $1 billion threshold. Absolutely insane. I mean, just to think about it and put it food for thought, Solana has 4 meme coins that are basically billion-dollar cryptos. It is just kind of mind-blowing if you really want to put it in perspective. And if anybody out there, any friends or people that are just kind of curious or what crypto is, well, put it into perspective for them. Just basically say that, hey, there is meme coins aren't a joke. There's a quite a few billion-dollar meme coins. Okay. So that's kind of where I'm at within that, but within the volume and the actual metrics for Solana and why I think Solana is right for a breakout, why I agree with this article lies within this post from DeFi Llama. Their total value locked has risen 23% in the last 30 days. That is a very bullish indicator. Okay. And this is where we need to kind of put it in perspective, because this dwarfs Ethereum and Tron as we see that 23% in comparison to 2.1 and 11.5 respectively. Those are huge jumps. Okay. So in terms of decentralized exchanges, Solana has been the most dominant player out there. Okay. In particular, Radium is got a lot better, mind you, too. I think that, we did have a little issue where, you couldn't make swaps on Radium, but then that seemingly has kind of, I guess, competition brings out the best in people, and Jupiter was the move, and then now Radium's kind of back on par. So I'm not mad about that. Okay. But as we look into it, the centralized side of Solana, right, in particular, only Radium, $16 billion in tokens. Okay. Now, if you want to put that in comparison, right, Ethereum and Base network combined, the Base chain, that is a whopping $41.7 billion. Okay. More so than 32 billion. Okay. And that is something where you look into it in comparison, that is a huge overstatement. Solana is dwarfing Ethereum and Base combined. That's where you look into kind of the monthly volume versus what we've seen. It's just absolutely insane. Okay. And even beating Ethereum in that monthly volume is just crazy in itself, right? I think that's where, I traded my first meme coin was on ERC with an ERC20 token, paying $300 in gas fees. I mean, where did those days go? And now look at us. Okay. So crypto is evolving and it's developing and it's getting better. And if it isn't, then we can go back to Ethereum and paying $300 in gas. Okay. Because that was a time. Okay. But that's kind of what we have going on. And the chart is looking super bullish. You can talk about it a little bit more so as we look at this bullish flag pattern that we are seeing right above that 50-day moving average. And the ultimate kind of pattern that we look at on the charts is a cup and handle pattern that does usually give way to a more bullish outlook for said asset. So that's kind of what it comes down to. TA for me is kind of just hit or miss. I use my trading indicator and kind of what I know about what's going on with crypto. And that's kind of where I want to share with you guys kind of my perspective, right? I use my trading indicator. I trade mostly on that. And then when it comes down to TA, I like to talk about it because for me, it's like a tiebreaker. Okay. If I'm torn, if I don't know what to do, I trust what I'm doing in my own strategy, but then I also kind of uh, give way to the metrics behind it because it's not something where it's the end all be all, because then all of a sudden something macro happens and then you can basically flush all the TA down the toilet. Okay. And that's kind of why I'm not big on it with crypto, because I think it's too volatile to really leverage that information. Okay, but I do think if you look at a couple of the metrics and data points I did pull out about Solana, this is kind of where we give way to that narrative that Solana is ripe for a breakout. So I'd have to agree. All right, I agree with this piece, and it's something where we're going to keep following Solana, keep tracking it on the channel. And if you guys haven't done so already, make sure you guys all subscribe and turn on that notification bell. So when you do drop some Solana bombshells or any other crypto little nuggets along the way, make sure you guys all get that notification and are able to tune in. So appreciate you guys watching. Have a great weekend. Remember to check out Margex, link down below on your way out, and we'll see you all in the next video. Cheers.